Yeah.
I had so many highs and lows in that game. That was disgustingly bad, and some were actually insane. It was like, huh, peaking and then dropping down, peaking and dropping down. I didn't have like a stable game that series.
How about you?
I think I was playing consistent throughout. I think my worst half was definitely T side on Haven, but then I locked in like after the Guardian 4K round. Like I started heating up, so that's how I felt.
Well, we're gonna get this interview officially started. We are here with the self-proclaimed. You said it earlier. I didn't want to steal it.
Freaky Asian duo. Freaky Asian duo beat the Dookie Bros. I mean the
Why-
Deuce Bros.
I mean, listen. Did you want me to steal? I was like, I can't say it. I mean, you gotta own it. Speaking of the freaky Asian duo, we got a little bit of the feeling out of the way of like how you guys are feeling about the match, but I guess let's kind of go into how you guys feeling about the fact that you guys kind of shook up the groups and now have. I mean, not only have a really good shot at making playoffs, but realistically, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean our group is like actually the group of death. It's like whoever shows up shows up. Like MIBR last week, they're 0-2, and I don't know what it is. 2-0, 100 Thieves. Like you for our group, it's like whoever shows up. But I think I think out of us, 100 Thieves and us, we're the only consistent teams in our group. To be honest, I think we show the same level of play consistently.
Energy as well.
NRG as well. I can't forget about them.
Yep.
Mata Monday,
Sorry.
bro. That guy's nice.
Well, I mean, you can either pass the mic or I can just go for it here. But I guess, what are your thoughts?
On the game or on the group? I think the group is so hard. Get me out of here, man. It's like every single team on our group has the chance to make playoffs, and that makes it so stressful because even though we won against Crew today and we are on our like on a high moment right now, it's still kind of scary because depending on the results, the next match we play might be like a do or die.
True. Let's go into a bit of fun stuff first before I get into like all the chaos of the first and second map. Immediately off rip. I mean, I see the hair has grown back from the time when you shaved your head.
Here we go.
But more than that, do you think that those types of things and that camaraderie early on within your career, being able to do that silly stuff, kind of brought out your silly nature now, right? Because you started fairly young doing things like shaving your head with your teammates, your former teammates. I believe you had Luke Shaw on your team at the time as well, right? So does that type of stuff like bring out your silly personality? Or how did that affect you? Whichever one.
I feel like I'm a silly person as like general. I don't think it would have changed anything whether I did it or not in the beginning. That thing was more of like a challenge for ourselves because we were very bad in the beginning of the year during the challenger season, and then I told Luke, man, I don't think we're gonna make it, but if we do make it, we gotta shave our heads.
I saw on your Instagram, and then I think Luke Show was getting shaved, and I didn't even see you get shaved. I just scrolled up, and it's just you growing the hair back, and it made me laugh so hard. Switching to Okeanos, you got the camera. You can take a sip of water if you need to, bro. Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah. I have a question about your vintage Sony camcorder. So can you tell me?
About that? How do you know about that?
Don't worry about it.
How do you know about that?
Well, do you want me to like rattle off the list of things?
Well, what do you have for me?
Derek Overwatch watches. You got watches? I don't know if you got if he gave you or did you get?
No, he has a Rolex and I have a Patek.
Vintage Sony camcorder. Your love of screamo rock and going to concert. You went to Zed and you went to a screamo concert. You went to Top Golf and you're a foodie.
I love Raven.
Same.
I go out a lot. Probably like end of the year, I go to like Lights All Night or Night Hearts in San Fran. That got announced after the season. I don't really do that most of that stuff during the season, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's how like I wind down. You know, I love food. I eat so much food.
Yeah, you've already explored the LA food scene. Do you have any standouts?
The Standouts. I mean, most of my stuff is Korean food. There's actually a
Soul
ramen spot.
House.
No, it's like Seoul House of Tofu. That place is good. Sunundan. That place is insane.
Do you have any recs?
So good.
Not really, no, because I always follow him around. He's the one that leads us to restaurants whenever we're out on team. He says, "No, guys, this place is low key fire. We gotta go here." And then everyone enjoys everyone enjoys the food there. And
I'm a
it's
real
always awesome.
eater, bro. I'm a real eater.
You gotta. But again, back to before we get into the games, I do want to ask about the vintage Sony camcorder and your love. Is it a love of film? Is it just
No, it's just like the way I am. It's like if I like find a hobby, I get like so addicted to like a hobby. For I used to golf, and then when Sato and I first joined the team, we used to go to Top Golf every week.
Really?
And I was like watch videos on Top Golf, and then for the Sony camcorder, it's just like one of my friends is a photographer, and I always liked like the VHS like aesthetic. I don't have it with me right now. It's back home in Houston. So I haven't really gotten a chance to shoot much with it. But I think during the off season, I'm gonna like document some stuff during my off season, just for like. I think it's cool like documenting like milestones in your life, you know, and then looking back at the end of the year. So I think that's why I bought the camcorder, especially like again like the overall aesthetic is pretty cool.
Fair enough. Now we're gonna be getting into the games. Game 1 was a bit rough. But I honestly think you guys had some solid individual performances and individual standouts. And I think you actually, Oki, kind of agreed because you said one of your worst halves was not even on Bind, but it was actually more on Haven. But talking about Bind, what do you think might have been some of the issues? And I'm going to kind of pass the mic to you, Sato, and Oki, you have your mic as well. Kind of talk amongst yourselves and just give me your opinions.
Want to start?
Yeah, I mean, we gave these guys so much respect. They're playing like a double duelist comp. Like, there's a one round where one guy flooded out Heaven solo, and another round he goes out solo again. So two people jump out Heaven, but they're not connected. And then the Showers guy runs from Showers and swings triple, like all one by one. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the tone of this game. Everyone's trying to be the hero, trying to be posted on Valorant esports. You know, like that's how like these double duelist comps works. And like I feel like we gave them so much respect. I think most of our post plants, like, there's a round where we went Showers, and we planted the bomb, and then we gave up the whole bomb site, and then they just diffused into smoke. So like I feel like we were giving them way too much respect. King talked to us after map 2. Really don't remember what it's about. I've been blanking. I was like so locked in for the game, but we gave them so much respect in map 1, and then I think in map 2 and map 3 especially, like, we showed we didn't care.
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll get into that. But thoughts on Bind?
Yeah, I have a little bit of like a different thought of Bind. Maybe what Oki thinks, like we respected them too much. I think that we were confident in certain aspects that we shouldn't be confident at. Like I remember in Bind, I think the biggest mistake. I feel like we had a lot of prep against Crew. I think like the Bind is. Would be a strong match to play against them. But the thing is that whenever we got into the match, we decided like let's be confident, and because of that, I think we ended up doing a lot of mistakes. We fought alone, so we basically were playing the same game that they were playing, and we were not playing our own game, which I think it's much better, and that's what happened on the second and the third map, where we got back after the first map and we got together. We got yelled at by King. Yeah, I thought he was gonna beat me up.
I thought he was gonna kill us. Bro.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was gonna kill us.
That was scary. But then after that, everyone like stood their ground and we started to play properly.
But now transitioning from that question actually makes a bit of sense. You know, that's actually kind of what Desmos was saying in his post first map interview on the floor. He was talking about how we just need to play our own game. Which does bring us to Haven, right? Haven was a little bit rough. I kind of will send this immediately over to Okeanos. You said the first half of Haven was probably one of your, worse off halves. Why do you think that was, and what do you think was kind of the X factor that allowed you to kind of get better on the second half and think like, oh, I could just shoot them all and just kill them all?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, my job is to make space for him on that comp, right? Like, there are countless times where Sato and I would like go too fast, and I would just stun myself, or like something that we were just speed, and try to capitalize off that. There were also a couple unlucky rounds, but what helped me is just like genuinely like use in this game. It's not like League of Legends, right? Where like you give a first blood, you're down 500, you're down 1,000 gold. You know, like and I don't know if people watch League, but it's like this game is.
Are you a
like
big League head?
I came from League. This is my first FPS.
Oh.
It's my first FPS. So like one mistake in Valorant doesn't really translate over to the next couple rounds, right? Unless it's like a ulticon, but the kills are being spread out, so it's fine. But being able to forget, being able to move on and forget is just like the biggest thing. And then what allowed me to really lock in was just like that 4K Guardian on our bonus.
Thank you. Thank you.
like I think originally I was a duelist player, right? So once I'm able to heat up, like I can just take over the game.
Fair enough. Sorry, that thing kind of made me laugh. I guess we'll transition to a different question. Sato and Calm has been kind of like a little storyline that's been brewing. We've heard a little bit. I will have a follow-up to this for Oki, but for at least right now, there was so many moments of chemistry between you and Calm, of just really funny on-stage things. Not even to mention the fact the five-man Lysor.
It's too funny.
I saw that and I was like, bro, what the heck?
I thought they were talking about the spray, you know, the wipes. Yeah. I thought they were talking about this because we've been sick. Like most of our team has been going sick, and then they started talking about Lysol. I thought like, did Ian bring his Lysol spray and they're gonna spray in stage? Like
No,
that was
our practice room has been a quarantine zone. Bro.
Jeez. But okay, let's just talk. Sato, what do you have to say to the chemistry that we've seen on stage between you and Calm here today?
I think it's been like just natural. It's just something that me and Corbin do. He stays on my side in stage and also in practice. So whenever we're back in the office, we're always besides each other. He does remind me a lot of my older brother, and my older brother was the person that inspired me to go pro, the one that inspired me to start playing, and since they have like that kind of same vibe, the same energy, I just instantly became friends with him.
Fair enough. Now this is going to go to Oki. Because Sato has had such a relationship with the likes of Calm, is there anyone on the team that... I was actually gonna ask, is there anyone on the team that you have been able to kind of have a good chemistry with other than Sato?
For me, it's Tex. I think going into it, I was always close with Ian for a long time, and especially during this off season and just during the M&E trial process in general. I think Ian was really pulling for me. So during the trial process, is like they like disregarded Ian's like thoughts. Cause like Ian really has a big bias toward me. So for me, it's just like, for me, my closest person has been Ian. He's helped me a lot in game, out of game. And King is also there. He bounces between Sato, like both relationships.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's like our dad,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh Lord. I think it's really funny. Because you guys are both what, like 18?
I'm 21.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Okay. I'm 21.
There we go. Okay. Because everyone says rookies, but I'm like, I think that is wrong. That makes more sense. I'm 22, dog. So and I was like, oh, it's crazy to me to see that how you guys are progressing, and I'm like I think it's just very sick. I think it's very cool. Besides that, you brought up something about M80 that I actually want to ask. So I actually asked fans. I like to ask fans and other people of their questions. My question about M80 was more of like, how was your time on M80 and this and this and this? But one of the casters actually brought up a really good question. If you can disclose, was the transfer from M80 to Lev a package deal between both of you guys, or were they ready to just take Sato or Oki, one of the two of you guys? How did that process kind of go?
Can we talk about that?
I think
If
so.
you can't, don't worry about it.
I think so because we're only talking about the trials.
Yeah.
For that,
They wanted Sato. I was playing the fucking Hunger Games.
that is true.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They wanted this kid, and the next guy was just whoever fit best.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like leak trial people, but I was genuinely playing the fucking Hunger Games every day. Cause like at the end of the day, like Sato's gone. If I don't make it, Emity's dead, right? So I was really playing the Hunger Games like for my career this year.
Yeah, because we knew that they were going to eventually leave challengers, and then they gave Oki the opportunity to trial as well, and also some other players. For me, the staff had been looking at me for a while, especially since Ascension last year. And after I went to Amity, they looked at it and said like, "Oh, this guy can speak English, so he's good to go." Because before that, they didn't know. They thought I only spoke Portuguese.
Oh, fair enough. That is fair play, honestly.
Very proper. No, I was playing the Hunger Games for my career. If I didn't make it, I'll be playing challengers.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
No, actually. And the thing is, like, Sato and I have been so when Sato moved over, we decided to house him in Texas, and I live in Houston. So So Sato and I are so close because like, our boot camp house was in Dallas, but due to that, no one was like came besides Sato, and me. So I just drove up. I texted Psycho. I was like, "Yo, I really don't want this kid to like be alone. He's moving to NA by himself." So like, I moved, not really moved, but I only packed 1 week of clothes for the boot camp. And I was going through this, like, and I kid you not, it was like 2 blank white tees, 2 blank black tees, two oversized black pants, and 2 oversized gray pants, and a black hoodie, and that's all I had. And so I stayed with him for like a month, 2 months.
Wow.
And then this Lev call-up guy happened, and then I moved. Bro, I had no clothes to move here. It was so bad. But
Yeah.
I think that's why. So like when he moved, I think why we got so close also is like I went out of my way to just like stay with him.
That was honestly my saving grace. I was going insane. I was 2 months in without having any contact with anyone.
With any humans.
With anyone, I stayed in. I stayed.
COVID times.
Bro, it was actually COVID times. I was going crazy. I was going mentally insane. When Oki said, "Oh, nah, I'm gonna join up with you like tomorrow," I was like, "Oh my god, thank God for you, man. I appreciate it immensely."
Oh, that's valid. Speaking of your guys' chemistry, there have been, how do you feel, Sato? How do you, so I'm like losing my mind here. Whoa. It's because you have the mic and I've been passing it to you every time. But I actually have a question for Sato here. How does it feel joining Texture as the 4K NA 4K representative?
Bro, I didn't even know he was on it for the A's.
Feels awful, man. I was so sad. You have no idea. I was so sad, man.
Bro, yeah, there's one on A main, Haven on A long, you fried them. And this guy's just running you down. Like, oh, fuck.
I killed 4 people instantly. That was so beautiful. And then I won 105, the last guy.
I headshot. I one boarded him.
I thought I killed him because like I shot him 3 bullets and then he died. I thought, oh my god, again, but I didn't hear the bum 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 bum. So I was like,
Bro, I didn't even know.
damn it, man.
Like,
God
like,
damn
like,
it.
that was one of those rounds where it's like the whole team disintegrates. Like the last round on Ascent. I'm TPing across. I kill one, and then out of nowhere, it's just a 4v1. I was like, oh, okay.
That's true. I didn't even notice.
Round
Everyone
was
just
too
died. Also, on Ascent, like one of the rounds where I got a 4K, it was Dante was on boat, and then I couldn't kill him. That time, all my teammates were yelling, "Sato, do not swing. Sato, do not swing." Because
Did you swing?
Of course I did. I mean,
Bro, it had me and him playing the 2v1, and me and Corbin playing the 2v1. I was
And-
like, bro, what just happened?
and Corbin was 1 HP, so
And
it was
this was our
very
bonus
bad.
round too.
Oh,
So if we win the round,
yeah.
our econ's insane.
I'm
Sato
sorry.
kills too.
I had to do it.
We go 3v1.
That
Swing.
is valid, though. We are coming to a close of this interview just because of time-wise. I would love to keep talking with you guys at some point, but for now, as always, near the very end, everyone's gonna say it. Buy the Lev bundle. Everyone's gonna want to do it. But other than buying the Lev bundle, do you have anyone to shout out? Any family, any friends that have made you happen here? Maybe even girlfriends, maybe even partners that have helped you guys. Just manage to succeed. Or if you have anything to say to the fans, this is your time. Here you go.
I want to shout out my family. I miss them a lot. It's kind of hard being so distant from them. I really miss my siblings. I'm not sure if they'll watch this, but they just mean the world to me, and it's one of the biggest reasons why what I do.
I mean, for me, shout out to my family. They've always been supportive of my dreams and aspirations. And shout out to my amazing girlfriend, Hannah. She's back home right now, but she's been a really big emotional pillar for me, like in game, out of game. Told me to play with confidence. Like, she used to compete in GC, so she knows what it's like to be a competitor. So she helps me out a lot. Shout out to the fans for being so receptive of Sato and I. You guys are so amazing, and you know, like with this stage 2 run, hopefully we go to Paris. Like, this is like all for you guys.
In case you wanted to add
Oh,
something to the fans. I don't know.
A kiss for the fans. Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Boom, boom. Oh shoot! What's the post match week gonna be?
Don't know. I look at forgot. I'm blanking. Too tired.
Too tired.
Too tired.
I'm gonna pass out. Yo, were my volume that high for you whenever I yelled?
Yes, bro. Bro, I tried to turn you down. You wouldn't go down. I was like, bro. You were like peeking in the mic. I was like, bro, I actually can't look. I also can't hear.
Was it like that? Was like sharp, like someone was putting a pencil up your head?
Yes, bro.
So sorry, bro. I didn't know.
Bro, on T-side, bro, I stun myself every round.
Yo,
I had 3 kills
No.
every single round.
you have no idea. My Euro and Hagen was actually disgusting. There was a round, you know that round where it was too short, you ran up, killed one and died?
Yeah.
I left my own in front of him with my friends. I started jumping and I died. That was so ugly, man.